this next gen looks like.
What's the feeling like to know that you're the main integral part of NBA 2K21's My Career mode, portraying Junior in this year's storyline? What's that feeling like now that the game is out and fans are getting their hands on it?
This is like a dream come true. I've been a gamer since I was a little kid, man. So, you know, going back to when I was young,
A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee, on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side, so I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it." Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about it.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Memphis, right now the sixth best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And of course, Portland, 4 games back.
And I think for Memphis, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
They're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Conley out there with Powell. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Anthony. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. And for the Grizzlies, Tatum out there with DeRozan. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Rose in at the 1. Now here's Tatum. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Outside, George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
DeRozan passes to Collins. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Mitchell outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rose finds DeRozan. Mitchell outside. Six on the shot clock. Rejected by Whiteside.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one swatted.
And so George will bring it up for Portland. Conley scanning the floor. Powell with the bounce pass. Here's Anthony. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. George against Rose. Left side, Tatum. Mitchell in the corner. In the corner, Collins with it. There's Rose with the 3. That shot off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
DeRozan passes to Rose. Back to DeRozan. Yep, that one goes in there. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert through the contact.
Now here's Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Now here's Rose. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Shot by Collins, no good. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Tatum down low, covered by Anthony, and the basket by Tatum.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board.
George against DeRozan. Right side, George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today.
Fast break, here we go. Conley for 3, connects from 3-point range. Conley's got 5 now.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Rose kicks to Tatum. Here's DeRozan. That's tipped. Stolen by George. And now Portland on the break. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Mitchell. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Up top, DeRozan. Defended by George. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now Portland on the break. Conley leading the charge over Rose. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Mitchell outside. Here's Tatum. And it's good off the glass. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
The shot by George, wide open. Portland no good that time either.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the wide open shot from Rose. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And there's Paul George on the assist from Conley. 6 points for Paul George.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to DeRozan. Outside Rose. Here's Tatum. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Some changes for Memphis. Aaron Baines comes in for John Collins. And Smart subbed in for Rose. Portland also making some changes. Gibson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Mike Conley. From the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Dragic. And the three ball is good.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Dragic dishes to Carmelo. Over Tatum. And he overshot that one, missing. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Washington. That puts them in the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
DeRozan against George. The kick out to Dragic. His three-pointers off the mark. Memphis is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Mitchell. And Tatum now top the key.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that one falls for Tatum. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Anthony. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Outside Tatum. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Gibson. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Now here's Smart. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Tatum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Tatum's got 8 points. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. It's Dragic with the drive. Outside for Caldwell Pope. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
Smart against Anthony. And that one drops for him. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Gibson passes to Dragic. And Baines pulls it down.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Hood, the pass to Tatum. Outside, Smart. From outside the arc. The shot that time, not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. 1:52 left to play in the first. Here's Caldwell Pope, and stolen by Hood. 4-on-3 break. Here's Smart. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
It's Dragic with the drive. A moment now to check out some numbers for Paul George.
And the passing games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's Great to see that kind of hustle.
And that one falls for Dragic.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Both free throws good from Dragic. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Tatum on the wing. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Anthony can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Dragic is running. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Smart. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Baines. Here's Tatum. And finally, that one's good. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Dragic with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Excellent D there from Anthony.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
There's Dragic with the 3. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Memphis Grizzlies. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are writing his performance right now. We come back right after this. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the young.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Dragic. Taj Gibson is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 3 spot. And that one falls for Smart. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Now, opposing coaches telling their defenders be more physical with Dragic. That time he took advantage and doesn't mind getting knocked around a bit in there.
Now here's Smart. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Here's Vanderbilt, guarded by Smart. Gibson in the post. Baines is there. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gibson.
Well, Gibson's determined. He's in there near the bucket. Doesn't mind the defense that's around him and gets it done.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Collins checked in for Tatum. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Rodney Hood. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rose finds Ingles. Back to Rose. Shoots the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Conley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Here's Ingles. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Dragic against Rose. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Even though he's one of the smallest guys right now on the floor, Dragic knows how to play big when he gets down low.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drive for Goran Dragic. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Memphis. Mitchell comes in for Smart. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Paul George comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Rose with the ball for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Detroit Pistons.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. Powell is checked in for Portland. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Conley's shot is off.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And DeRozan kicks to Mitchell. Here's the floater. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Here is Whiteside. To the paint. That's good for George on the assist by Whiteside. George has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's DeRozan. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Whiteside. George dishes to Conley. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Conley's got his third basket of the night.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 27 points in the last win against Washington. On its way from Rose for two. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Powell with it. Now defended by Mitchell. There's the triple. And the Trailblazers. Another three.
That's two bombs in a row from long range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game. And checking out the stats for DeMar DeRozan. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 19 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Portland. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. George passes to Gibson. Feeds it to Conley. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Rose against Conley. Gibson up top. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside kicks to Gibson. Conley for three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Rose dishes to DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And he makes the first. Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Passes it to Powell. And here's Whiteside. That one's not going to go. Collins with some nice D. On its way from Rose for two. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
Now here is George. 14 points from him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. DeRozan scanning the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That one drops for him.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
George against DeRozan. George passes to Whiteside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got 8 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Rose. He had 16 points in the win against Washington.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully, and that one seriously put on a passing clinic.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table, the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jason Tatum comes in for Joe Ingles. Rodney Hood subbed in for Derrick Rose. And Mitchell drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Conley finds George. It's good.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Hood. Mitchell outside. Tatum at the elbow. Back to Hood. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, we know Hood can score. That time a nice catch and shoot opportunity.
Conley dishes to Whiteside. Kicks it to George. Conley left side. The shot's good on the assist by George. Conley's got 9 points in the quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Mitchell. DeRozan trying to get open, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Portland. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
Some changes for Memphis. Aaron Baines comes in for John Collins. And Smart subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Goran Dragic is checked in for Portland. Now here's Powell. He's got 8. Outside Dragic. And Baines pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Mitchell passes to Baines. Put on the wing. That one doesn't drop. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Powell finds Anthony. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Powell. Puts up a 3. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart dishes to Mitchell. And the pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Deflects the pass. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Mitchell passes to Baines. He dishes it to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Anthony.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
And the first one drops.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
Good on both. Now Anthony, 20 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Now here's Anthony. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Good on the shot.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Mitchell against Dragic. It's stolen by Dragic. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the three ball. Dragic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Superb confidence from Dragic there to go with the pull-up jump shot on that play.
Inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Kev, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
So he gets them both. Here's Dragic. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Whiteside. Mitchell against Dragic. He kicks it to George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
The Trailblazers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And so Tatum nails them both. 16 seconds left here in the second. George against Hood. Outside, George. Over Hood. George with the bucket. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Portland Trailblazers. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Such a steady floor general, Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what he does for your offense.
He's the pace setter. The guy could set the pace for your team. He moves the ball well, and he's going to make sure you get great shots. He's a coach out there on the floor, someone you can trust him just to make the right play.
Plus, great dude. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Portland leading by 5. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Rose. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Collins in at the 5 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony finds Whiteside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside DeRozan. Mitchell. Off target from three-point range. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Offensively, just versatile. Tatum keeps his defenders on edge with so many moves with the ball.
And here's Whiteside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. George passes to Carmelo.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
The Trailblazers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That free throw good from Anthony.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
And both free throws good for Anthony. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here is Rose. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And DeRozan kicks to Rose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And Rose drops them both. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter basketball. The feed to George. It's stolen by DeRozan. And it's Memphis on the break. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
In the active hands of DeRozan. Nice work reading the opposition and finding a way to get the steal.
Finally, the pass to Whiteside. To the middle. And George with the stuff.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to DeRozan. And Whiteside sends it back. DeRozan against George. To the paint. Here's Conley. That shot off the mark. Rose with some nice D.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Tatum with it. Conley picks him up. Tatum drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
George against Collins. George looking around. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Powell. From deep. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
DeRozan passes to Tatum. On the wing, Mitchell. Passes to DeRozan. Over Anthony. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Portland. They lead by 1. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Anthony.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside DeRozan. And George gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Tatum. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Mitchell outside. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland leading by 3. Outside Conley. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. So it's Portland now. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up 29 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
The drive by Mitchell. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Portland making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Here's DeRozan. 8 points for him. Ingles with the ball. 5 to shoot. Over Anthony. Ingles can't get it to go.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Rose passes to Collins.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on. And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And he makes the first.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. George double teamed. He feeds it to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a big boy play from your point guard there to absorb the hit and still get the shot to go.
DeRozan against George. And DeRozan, here we go. Can't hit from in close. Mitchell against Dragic. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Rose has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Memphis moving it around to the inside. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Dragic taking his time here. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Rose has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. On its way from Rose for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Outside, George. George double team. Anthony, the pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. It's good. Dragic just got 13 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to DeRozan. Ingles against Anthony. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Rose passes to Mitchell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Trailblazers shooting 31% here in the 3rd. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for John Collins. And Smart subbed in for Mitchell. And a switch here also for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. To the left wing. Conley, the pass to Carmelo. The kick out to Dragic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Dragic has got 16.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Here's DeRozan. No good that time. Great D that time from Gibson.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Rose dishes to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
Conley against Rose. Inside, Anthony. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Paul George.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Tatum, he's checked in for Memphis. Rodney Hood comes in for Derrick Rose. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Portland leading. Pass to Dragic. Now Whiteside. Down low. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Smart. Tatum, that's for 2. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Portland leading by 3. From downtown. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the layup is good. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's the pass to Baines. Kicks it to DeRozan. Memphis moving it around. Hood deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock to end the run. And it's DeRozan missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Dragic with it. Now guarded by Hood. Takes the 3. And it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. In third, the Grizzlies.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
.122 left to play in the third. And DeRozan, here we go, misses from close range. And here's Portland. They're on a 17-7 run. Powell, that's good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Smart passes to Tatum. The shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Tries again. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Memphis. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. George with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
DeRozan against George. DeRozan passes to Tatum. Dishes it to Baines. Clock at 4. Here's Smart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, here's DeRozan. Passes it to Smart. Shoots over Dragic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. Powell is out there with Dragic. Then there's Whiteside, and it's George in at the small forward. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Mitchell against Powell. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And that's Mitchell at his best. Playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Inside. And George kicks to Anthony. Shoots over Baines. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Pass to DeRozan. 13 feet away. Count that one.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
DeRozan against George. Got a piece of it. Anthony dishes to George. Shot clock at 6. Dragic against Smart. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Tatum, good, and Smart gets the assist. 22 points for him.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Back to Anthony. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Collins is checked in. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. No good from Dragic.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
A terrific athlete at that wing with good bounce. Tatum, fun to watch.
Trailblazers leading by 11. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Smart against Dragic. George passes to Powell. Stolen by Mitchell.
Now he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Rose, he's checked in for Smart. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Memphis on defense. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Anthony kicks to Dragic. To stop the drought. Great D that time from Tatum. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the layup falls.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Dragic left side. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Collins passes to Mitchell. A putback, and Collins is right there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers leading by 7. They get a hand on it. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. DeRozan leading the charge. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Dragic against Tatum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Grizzlies have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Mitchell is double. Back to Collins. Pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. Tatum trying to break free. Not going to go that time. George with the defensive effort. Here's Dragic from outside. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Here's Whiteside. Good. Nice job down low. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Well, when you have a big guy like Whiteside running the break like that, look out.
Rose passes to DeRozan. Outside Collins. To the paint. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over Powell. And again, Memphis no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. From the arc. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan on the wing. Defended by George. And it's good. 2 points. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up and slamming one home.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And it's sent back by George. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Bounce pass from Rose. And the basket by DeRozan.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
From deep, George. A 3-pointer is right on target. George has got 26.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
DeRozan against George. Excellent D there from George. Trailblazers leading by 9. Powell in the high post. Six to shoot. But they get it back. And staying with the play, Anthony. And now it's an 11-point Portland lead.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Right side Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
The pass to George. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Anthony dishes to Whiteside. Outside, George. Back to Whiteside. All sorts of time. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Collins wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 8th assist here tonight. Outside Conley, and the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
George against DeRozan. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Passes it to Powell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Tatum's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, here's Collins. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Rose scanning the floor. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Anthony. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Charge is checked in.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Pass to Powell. Over Mitchell. Powell, that's good. Now Rose. Pass to DeRozan. And it's Portland with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley with it, and Rose picks him up defensively.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Now the pass to Rose. Now Mitchell. And it goes down 2 points. Mitchell's got 12 points in just the second half.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Batum wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Batum. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. To the inside. The jump hook, and it's blocked by Whiteside. George passes to Powell. The putback, and Whiteside stays right with it.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Portland.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Whiteside, the pass to Bazemore. Passes to Powell. George with the ball. DeRozan defending. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bazemore. The tray. The Trailblazers rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Conley against Rose. Outside Conley. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.